Welcome to part 3 of Occupy Mars, the playtest beta tutorial. In the last episode, I was explaining some key components, or a key component. If I didn't, I do apologise. But in part 2, I explain what we got up to. So we've given power to the base. We've finished off placing the necessary stuff into your base. Now, I need to fill it with oxygen. My suit needs oxygen. It's starting to get dark as well. So, I've already got it in my inventory, so I can just simply...
Water refilled.
So, in the last episode, you'll notice that I've got potatoes growing in the greenhouse.
Low pressure line. Equalizing pressure.
And if you remember, I clicked on the demand values down here to auto set the supply. And they are growing perfectly well. I explained about the health bar to the bottom left corner. You want to make sure they stay as high as possible. If they go below a certain percentage, I don't know what the percentage is, they are withered. They're pretty much withered. You can't do anything about it apart from recycle them in the composter and get them as even though it says nitrogen, it's fertilizer. This is obviously your seed machine. You will sort this out once you've got the fully grown plant. We're going to check on the plants.
Equalizing pressure. Low pressure line. Equalizing pressure.
We're going to see how they're doing. 17.32. 17.32. 17.32. So they're pretty much all growing at the same speed as each other. Because when I planted them all first, then came into the terminal and then set the values. So we're going to put those into our hotbar. Now, you have the choice. You can simply explore Mars, find abandoned structures, loot them if you wish, or you can hang around, let the plants grow, or you can simply just go to sleep again. That's if you have enough hunger and enough hydration to sleep. When you sleep, it will speed up the growing process. Also, when you are sleeping, when you have plants growing, can come to a cost though. If you end up oversleeping, sometimes the plants will wither. So you've got to be like spot on. So we've pretty much got everything. We've got everything sorted. We've unlocked a couple of more tech tree points, as you can see at the top screen of at the top part of my HUD. So let's have a look at them. So we've got botany. We've got one. Composter, field, greenhouse, plant incubator, small hydroponic shelf. So let's unlock that.
New blueprint.
We haven't got anything for the electricity yet. So remember, I spawned as a scientist. That's the game mode I spawned with. I would probably suggest new players would spawn as a scientist because it will give you the greenhouse straight off the bat. So you can start growing once you've got the power and the water supplied. I will be back. Okay, I am back. I'm back. I just had a DPD delivery. I bought myself some more e-liquid for my vape. And they're like short fills. I'll quickly tell you what they are. This is currently off topic, so oops. So the short fills e-liquids I've just purchased is Grape Soda Storm. And the other one is Grape Candy. They are for my box mod e-liquid. Okay, with that side chat away, with that side chat done. So we've got the plants growing. We've pretty much settled in pretty much on the base now. So this is your choice of what you want to do now. You can explore, grab some resources if you want. And you know, that's the thing. If you don't panic about it, it will start going easy like this. Like now, okay. We've got the power. We've got the power supply. We've got the water supply. We've got potatoes growing in the greenhouse. So that's pretty much me covered for now. There's nothing else I can do at this moment until I have more of actually electricity. We are going to unlock the efficiency.
Blueprint.
Talking about that, while we are here, we're going to build three, probably 5 solar panels if we have enough resources. So you want to try and upgrade as much as you can. I'm hoping I've got enough resources to build at least 5 solar panels. Maybe 5, I'm not sure. But we're going to use medium solar panels. We're probably, yes, now is the point. Now is the time, if we can, to add the transformer upgrade. So we want to build the solar panels. So we've got 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want... See what I did there? I was actually planning on how many solar panels I want. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we have enough resources for 8 medium solar panels, 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, can't put it, 7, that might be, so we're gonna have 4 at the back, we've got 3, so we'll add 1 more at the front row of the solar panels. Like I said, I'm hoping I've got enough resources for it. I think this will give you approximately about, I would probably say about 240 kilowatts. Could be I could be slightly off on that. But like I said, I'm hoping I've got enough resources to finish the last 3 panels. If not, we don't need to. If we don't have enough resources for the last solar panel, we're not going to stress about it. We'll just simply go out and collect resources near our base. As you can see right in front of me, there's a shitload. But we've got enough resources anyway. So that is perfectly fine. Now we just need to connect them all up to the transformer. Oh, I've got this one the wrong way. Never mind. If you notice, I always try and keep the outputs parallel to each other. Obviously, those ones over there are not really parallel. They're slightly facing the other direction. But it's not a big issue. The main thing you're focusing here is just producing as much power as possible. So we've got those ones connected. Now it's just these 3 to connect. Number 5. I'll probably just connect them to the solar panel. Like so. Yeah, I'm going to. It's going to be about either 240 or 250 kilowatts, give or take, with the medium solar panels we've got. $240 kilowatts. In real life terms, that's 240 volts coming in. And we still want it to go straight to the battery pack. So we've got 240 coming in, and that is jumping up quite high. That will reach 1100 before you know it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 solar panels hooked up to the transformer. So we've got 240 volts coming in, but we're also sending out 240s straight to the battery pack.
Equalizer pressure. Low pressure 1. Equalizer pressure.
So I'm gonna store stuff back in the container, not in the resource inventory. Let's get rid of this. Let's go and mine some resources. Let's check the plants first. 2349. Yep, they're still going quite strong. So that is good. Can we build a we cannot yet. We cannot yet build the ration pack machine, as I call it. We haven't really got anything. Build a short corridor. I think I already did that because I did airlocks. No. Right, yeah. So I've already built the airlocks. I just need to build a short corridor. But we're not going to do that straight away. We're not going to do that straight off the bat.
Equalizer pressure.
We want to try and get some
Equalizer pressure.
ores. So at this point, because I know I'm going to collect some resources, I'm going to give the crusher 10% power. So let's hop in here
Oxygen source. External.
and let's go and collect resources around our base. We're not going to travel too far as of yet. So I'm just relaxing. I've already got my base sorted. I've got plants growing. So I'm just taking this time just to collect some resource. If you notice when that last rock didn't go in very well in the trailer, if that happens, just pick it up and drop it in the trailer again. I always use auto grab. I prefer auto grab. It makes it so much simple for me. For others, it might be a bit slow, but I've always used, even in when I played Prologue, I used the auto grab. So I'm just gonna collect these resources. I'm hoping we can go back I'm hoping we will be able to get back to the crusher before it gets too dark. If not, then that's fine. Like, that rock didn't go in, so just simply E to pick it up again. So I've probably got enough resources. I'm gonna go back to... Now, there is only one way you can drive on the rock crusher. You can't go this way, because if you drive up the crusher, you drive to the crusher this way if it's got power. So the crusher has not got no power, but theoretically a screen would come up and it would say stop, wrong way, because you're traveling the wrong way on the crusher. But because there's no power, it's not going to show. So we're just gonna park. We're gonna eat.
Oxygen refilled. Water refilled.
And we're gonna go to 8 o'clock again.
Warning. Weather alert. Meteor shower expected.
That is... I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm going to drive away from my base when that happens, because the worst thing can ever happen is a meteor rock hitting your base and destroying it. Most of the weathers will home the player, so you want to try and get away from your base when you get weather events like that. That was close to the base. Most weather events will home the player, so you want to go as far away from the base as possible. This would include the tornado. The tornado will do damage to the base as well. I am hoping that does not land straight on the base. That... I don't know if that hit the base or not. I don't think it did affect the base. It didn't look like it did. It didn't look like it caused any damage to the base from here. So when you've got weathers like this, just sit it out. Don't go back to your base, because that will be the worst mistake you ever do. And it can be a bit tedious, especially when you're sleeping and it just randomly spawns. Right, the meteor shower is finished, but if you noticed, bottom right corner of the HUD, it will actually show you a warning symbol of which weather event is currently active. So now we can head back to the base safely. the weather event is over. Like I said, it didn't look like it's done any damage to the building or the solar panels, so that is good. It might have been really close from where we saw it, but for me, everything looked like it's still intact. So it hasn't really done any damage to the base. Yeah, everything seems to be in top notch. So yeah, it's not really affected the base. It's damaged the airlocks a little bit, but that's because of the back. When you're in close proximity of a meteor shower, as soon as it hits the ground, you're going to get a backlash of the power. It's like a what do you call it? It's like a nuclear bomb, where as soon as it hits, you see like a mushroom cloud, but then you see I don't know what you call it, but you see the sound barrier and it like just moves. That's what's basically happened there. It landed somewhere here near the base, but the when it landed, the sound barrier hit the building, so it's sort of damaged it a little bit, but not majorly. Oops. So once you've don't walk in that. There is a manual lever here for a reason. This manual lever will close that so you don't accidentally fall into the pit. Oh, we've got uranium. But we can't really do anything with uranium. We can't really do anything with uranium at this point. So when I collect resources like that, I will literally put them in the resource inventory. Just like that. So I use the resource inventory for the ores and the printer container for items like that. How are these doing? 43.99. These are probably all going to be 43.99. 43.99, yeah. So they're still good. The health is still maximum on them. I haven't really seen it drop. So that is a plus sign. We don't need to... No, 0.70, 0.22, 70, 72, 70, 72. Yeah, so that's all fine. That's gonna do it for this part of the tutorial. Stay tuned for part 5 of the tutorial of Occupy Mars, the playtest beta.